It's everywhere. And I think for the first time, we are truly seeing evil reveal itself.
Yep.
It's all been living in the shadows, right? It's all been living in the shadows for this whole time. None of us knew the depths of depravity that were going on, the amounts and levels of cover up.
Yep.
But it's all coming out. Whether they like it or not, it's going to have to change.
Wait, hold on a second. There's reportedly a complaint publicly available on the Department of Justice's platform that accuses Kris Jenner of operating a system being compared to the network associated with Jeffrey Epstein. This isn't being framed as gossip or a tabloid leak, but as an actual legal filing tied to the Ghislaine Maxwell case. The claim suggests Jenner exploited her own daughter's identities and image to build influence and wealth. At the same time, the credibility of the Department of Justice itself has been questioned. A ruling by Paul Engel-Mayer stated that the department misled both the public and victims.
It's layers upon layers. It's those Russian nesting dolls, and you open it, and there's another one in there, and you open, there's another one in there.
Corruptions at all time, bro. The Epstein files.
I heard there's no files. I heard it's a hoax. And then all of a sudden, he's going to release the files. Well, I thought there was no files.
Man,
he wants an investigation now,
making claims that were proven false. That puts the institution in a complicated position, holding serious allegations while also facing criticism for dishonesty. And right into that tension steps Joe Rogan, entering a conversation where both the claims and the credibility of the source are already under scrutiny. Joe Rogan shows up in discussions around the Jeffrey Epstein files for a very different reason than most. According to his own account, he refused any connection outright. Around 2017, physicist Lawrence Krauss, who had appeared on Rogan's podcast, allegedly tried to arrange an introduction to Epstein. This was long after Epstein's 2008 conviction, when his reputation was already widely known. Rogan didn't entertain the idea. His reaction was immediate and blunt, more disbelief than curiosity. He rejected it on the spot, later recalling the moment almost humorously, saying the suggestion itself sounded ridiculous to him. After looking into Epstein, he said there was no chance he would have agreed to meet. That response stands in contrast to others who continued interacting with Epstein after 2008, including figures like Bill Gates. Reports have also noted that Reid Hoffman appears frequently in released Epstein-related documents, though context around those mentions varied.
And I think these things like Epstein, and there's probably a bunch of other similar operations that are being run, they provide you with like a really good time, or maybe you're a high-profile, extremely wealthy individual, and it's hard for you to get hosed. And some guy tells you, hey, we've got everything covered. You come to my island. Nothing, what happens on the island stays on the island.
And is often debated. Rogan's stance has been framed as someone recognizing warning signs early and choosing distance. Because of that, when he later reacted with visible hesitation or silence while discussing new allegations, such as claims tied to Kardashian circle, it drew attention, not necessarily as confirmation of those claims, but as a shift from his usual quick, dismissive tone. It's important, though, to separate reaction from proof. A pause, surprise, or even discomfort doesn't validate an allegation on its own. It only shows how unexpected or serious it sounded in the moment. What makes Rogan's reaction stand out is not just the moment itself. It's what it represents. It acts like a transfer of credibility. When someone who has previously shown strong judgment on a related issue suddenly pauses, people start paying closer attention.
Is and never was part of the Epstein files. She was sentenced in 2025. This was an interview by Trump's lawyer to protect Trump from the fallout about the Epstein files. What this really is nothing but a sketchy PR stunt by the Department of Justice. And we have seen this movie before. The Maxwell interview is to the Epstein files what the Barr letter was to the Mueller investigation.
At the same time, the United States Department of Justice is under increasing pressure. A law known as the Epstein Files Transparency Act, reportedly backed during the presidency of Donald Trump, sets a firm deadline for the release of Epstein-related materials in a searchable format by December 19th. That creates a situation the department can't easily delay or avoid. But the messaging coming from officials has not been consistent. Pam Bondi previously suggested that an Epstein client list was under review for potential release. Later, the department stated that no such list exists at all. Same system, completely different claims. That contradiction is what fuels skepticism. Add to that earlier statements about large volumes of alleged video evidence that were later walked back, and a prior ruling from a federal judge that the department had misled the public. It creates a pattern that raises questions about reliability. So now you have a situation where the institution holding sensitive allegations has already faced credibility issues. There's a legal deadline forcing disclosure, and prior statements have conflicted with later ones. Given all of that, it's reasonable for people to question how much trust to place in whatever is eventually released. Skepticism, in this case, isn't coming out of nowhere. It's a response to inconsistencies that haven't been fully explained. There's a document tied to the Ghislaine Maxwell case that circulates online and gets people's attention. It's described as a complaint in which a person makes a wide range of accusations involving the Kardashian family, including claims about identity misuse, relationships, and business activity. The document itself is informal, contains unverified statements, and, crucially, the complainant acknowledges they do not approve for many of the allegations and is asking authorities to investigate. That distinction matters. A filed complaint is not the same thing as established fact. Courts receive all kinds of claims. Only a small portion are substantiated through evidence, testimony, and rulings. The references to Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, Khloe Kardashian, and Kendall Jenner in that document are allegations, not findings. There is no verified, official record linking the Kardashian family to a
banging children.
See, the thing is, the average American probably can tell the difference, but there are sub-average individuals that all they want to know is you're on the list, and they hear you're on the list, and they might try to leave.
Trafficking operation run by Jeffrey Epstein or his island. That's an important line that often gets blurred when these discussions spread online. As for the broader theory people circulate, that powerful networks operate by connecting wealth, influence, and access, that is a general observation about elite circles. But comparing that loosely to what Epstein was convicted of doing risks stretching a serious criminal case into speculation without evidence. Even details like a lawyer appearing in Epstein files need context. A name showing up in documents or contact lists doesn't automatically imply wrongdoing. Those records include a wide range of people with very different levels of connection. So, what do you do with a document